Yo, what's going on, team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session for January 21st, 2025. Gonna give everybody another 3 minutes here. We'll start at 7:03 and we'll get started. Let me make sure I posted it on Discord. I think we're good. Hope you guys had a good trading day. For those who watched the recording from last night's isolation session, was good, Muhammad. Welcome to stream, my brother. If you guys watched last night's isolation session, you guys saw that literally every single pair moved as soon as the market opened. So personally for me, I didn't take any trades today. I didn't even look at my charts, I'm gonna be honest. As soon as I did the session and I saw that there was no trades, I hopped right on COD. I haven't done that in a long time. I ended up going to bed at like 1 a.m. I woke up at 7:30 instead of 5:30. I was like, wow, this is great. Obviously looked at the charts throughout the day. Didn't really see anything. Again, every single pair hit ADR, so I wasn't really expecting price to move. If I'm not mistaken, I think gold was kind of the only pair that continued to move, especially going into NYC. So outside of gold and outside of all the other pairs, really, I wasn't really looking at any other trades. Was kind of just waiting for price to start giving us breakup structures. We do have some pairs that gave us change of characters. We do have some pairs that gave us 2 days of rise going into a third day, or vice versa. 2 days of drop going into a third day, but I haven't seen them as of now, so we'll update them now. We'll see if we can look for an entry going into tomorrow and for the rest of the week, right? It's already Wednesday pretty much, yeah. So we know that we have tomorrow's trading session Wednesday and then Thursday and Friday. So before we get started too, let's look at the news. I know I've been looking at this every single day. I know I haven't done that as of recently. But yeah, Wednesday there's no news. So tomorrow we could either have a really calm day, really easy day, or we're just gonna have price consolidate for the rest of the day. There's really no in between, especially with a week like this where we have so much outside news and outside factors that's moving the market. Tomorrow we have news. Trump is going to be speaking. That's 11 a.m. So you know that's going to move the market. That one was just added yesterday, I believe. And then we have the regular USD news, unemployment claims at 8:30 in the morning. So again, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not expecting anything, but I'm really not expecting this week to be a trading week at all. Most of our pairs already hit the ADR for the week. So is it possible for you to be starting earlier? You mean for like this session or just in general? What's good, man? How are you been? I've been good, Mohammed. Not that on my end this week. Yeah, it looks like the markets are gonna be pretty slow this week. Stickman Jumper was good, Kendo. Yeah, bro, we're about to start right now. Just wanted to go over the news and everything else, but again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Anything you guys want to go over, any pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll be doing our regular, going over the pairs you see on the right hand side with the red flag next to their names, starting with AU, finishing off with US oil. We will be going in order from the top to the bottom, but if you guys have any questions about any other pair, whether or not they're on our list, just let me know. Alright, so AU, we know we're in A2. We're looking for that third push to the bottom. Right now, we know that in the daily time frame, we're trading in the lower low. ADR can be checked for the week, yes. So before we start, I'll show you that. Yeah, so a 30-minute time frame, the indicator, right? This is the ADR, right? Average daily range. The AWR is the average weekly range, and the AMR is the average monthly range. But either way, right? ADR is 59 pips, right? You get on the average how many pips price is gonna do on a day-to-day basis. You already know with the week, but yeah, on average, the weekly ADR is this one right here, 102 pips for AU. Right, so right now we know that we're trading in a lower low, right? We're in an overall market makers downtrend. We're in a lower low. What am I expecting? I'm expecting price to give us a lower high to then continue from a lower high to go into a lower low, right? So right now we have 3 months to drop. I'm not expecting price to continue. 4-hour time frame, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. And again, guys, I'm gonna go pretty quick. Again, the markets aren't really doing anything too crazy. If you guys want me to explain something, let me know. Anything that's not making sense, let me know. But again, for the most part, all of these pairs, like, it's just gonna be rinse and repeat. Every single pair, we've been talking about these pairs for the last couple weeks now, and they've been in the same zone for the last 3-4 weeks. So nothing has really changed. I'm not gonna spend an hour doing this session tonight. But again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Right, in the 4-hour time frame, we're still trading between the previous lower low and lower high. However, right now we can see internally price is giving us higher highs and higher lows. Right, and on the 30-minute time frame, again, we know that we're trading between the previous lower low, lower high, lower low. Right now price is just giving us that pullback. So right now we're just gonna be patient with AU. We have a day of no net, price just kind of moving sideways today. Really not going to be trading. Again, this is a pair that we still have that gap at the top of the market. So the only way I'll take a trade is if and when price gives us this push to the top side, and this is where we'll start looking for trades to go back down. Or if price gives us a valid break of structure of these lows, then we'll be looking for price to continue that downtrend push. So for right now, for AU, just going to take a step back. Not really going to be trading it. Going on to the next one. EA, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. Daily time frame, we're looking good. We have a month of rise. On the 4-hour time frame, we're still stuck in the zone of consolidation. So again, same thing we've been saying for the last 3 weeks. If price doesn't give me a break of these highs, I'm not looking for a trade. It's that simple. And we're still trading in that zone of consolidation. Right, let's extend this. Right, again, we're trading in this zone of consolidation. So I will not be looking for an entry. Still just waiting it out. We have a day of rise, which was yesterday. Today, price ended up giving us a no net. Right, we have a change of character as well. Price hasn't given us that break of structure. So we don't have a break of structure of market structure, and we also don't have a break of structure of this zone of consolidation. So EA, just going to take a step back. We're going to wait it out. Whenever EA starts moving, we'll start entering. But until then, I'm not taking a trade in the zone of consolidation. It makes no sense to do that. So just gonna be patient, just wait it out. Again, this has been EA has been the same analysis for the last 3 weeks. It's nothing new. Just rinse and repeat, guys. EU, we're still in V1, right? We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. We have 3 months of drop. This month, I'm not expecting price to continue to push to the bottom, right? I'm expecting price to push up or finish how it is now on a no net where price just moves sideways, right? So daily time frame still making lower lows and lower highs. 4-hour time frame still making lower lows and lower highs, right? No engulfing candles just yet. And on the 30-minute time frame, we're still making lower low, lower high, lower low. Price reached the 4-hour lower high and the 30-minute lower high, and we've rejected these highs. Right, 1, 2, 3 different times. Right, so again, EU is another pair where I am not going to be trading it up until we start making higher highs and higher lows. Once we start making higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start taking a trade. Right, so as of right now for EU, we had a day of rise yesterday. Today, price ended up giving us was very, very close to a it gave us that day of rise, very close to a no net. We have 2 days of rise, but again, the fact that we're at the top of the 30-minute and 4-hour lower high, we don't have a valid break of structure right now. Again, just gonna take a step back from EU as of right now, and we'll continue to monitor EU going into tomorrow morning. There's really nothing more, nothing less, right? Again, price is still trading between the previous lower low and lower high, so we gotta wait for price to turn around. Once we start making higher highs and higher lows, that's when we'll start taking a trade. Right, but EU is looking good. Any questions so far, guys? Let me know. ECAD, right? ECAD V1. We're still looking for price to give us that second push to the top side. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. But we still know that this is a pair that has a gap at the bottom of the market. So I am still going to be looking for price to give us a pullback back down to the bottom first before anything else. Price still giving us lower lows and lower highs in the 4-hour time frame. In the 30-minute though, however, we had price give us lower low, lower high, lower low, and this is where price finally gave us a little change of character. Right? However, am I going to be looking for trades now that we have a change of character? No. Right? After a change of character is made, we want to see a break of structure. Right, so lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, higher high. So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high over here. And this is a crazy wick, right? So we also know that this is an exhaustion candle, so we're definitely not going to be looking for trades right now on ECAD. Do I want to use this wick? Not really, but we'll use it for the sake of market structure. It's a big zone. We're just going to use it because we have to. No, what did I do? Right, so we're trading between this 30-minute high and just going to be patient. ECAD, go on the next one. GA. A lot of these have the same analysis, right? GA, we're in V2. We're looking for that third push to the top side. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. We have the break of structure of the zone of consolidation, which is perfect. We had a higher high. We're looking for that higher low to be set. Once we see that this higher low is set, how do we know when a higher low is set? Once you start seeing higher highs and higher lows in the internal time frame, that's how you know you have your higher low being set. Right now in the 4-hour time frame, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. No engulfing candles in the daily, nothing on the 4. The 1 hour also does not have engulfing candles. And in the 30-minute time frame, we had a change of character. Again, the change of character is not the confirmation that price is going to continue to push to the top side. After a change of character, we want to see a break of structure, the retest, to then continue. And right now we had a day of no net yesterday. Today, price gave us a day of rise, right? But we still don't have that break of structure. So, gonna be patient with GA. There's gonna be one that we're gonna keep a very close eye on. Again, would love for price to start turning around here in the zone. However, again, we just have to be patient. There's no other way around it. Right, so we'll be patient. We'll come back to GA whenever the time is right. But it's looking good. GA is looking good. GCAD. We were in the first zone of consolidation, got the break of structure, and price just continued higher highs and higher lows, and we're finally getting that pullback. Right, so we have a month of rise. We're still good. We're still trading in the higher high. In the 4-hour time frame, we had a little higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price gave us a little change of character, lower low. Right, we could see that price was making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price finally gave us a change of character, which we'll see here in the 30-minute time frame. Right, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price never broke these lows. Price broke these highs and gave us a change of character. Right, again, the change of character is not the 100% confirmation that price will turn around and start going up. We need to see that break of structure the same way we want to see it on GA, the same way we want to see it on GCAD, the same way we want to see it on EU. We want to see this break, the retest. This is where we'll start looking for entries to continue that push to the top side. Right, so right now for GCAD, very similar to the other pairs. We'll keep a very close eye on these pairs, but nothing as of right now. Right, as of right now, we still just got to be patient, wait for price to move, and then we enter. When they move, we move. That's really how it is. GJ. Again, guys, does it make sense to take trades with a $4 or $5 losses if you happen to take 3 to 4 trades in a month? Yeah, I mean, if you have the account size to be able to trade with a $4 or $5 lot size, then yeah, I mean that you could trade. The easiest way to put it, if you could hold a $4 to $5 lot size, then yeah, you should be trading with a $4 or $5 lot size, right? I don't really think it has to do anything with how many times you trade in a month, because again, you could trade, let's say you take 7 trades in a month, but if you don't have the account size to be able to trade with a $4 or $5 lot, a $10 lot, then you just won't be able to do that, right? I think as beginner traders, because this is something that I was very bad with, the mentality is you want to get rich quick, right? And I don't even want to say you want to get rich quick. It's just you want to make the money quick. But again, the best way to trade, and this is why I always say to people, especially beginner traders, don't even think about a Propfirm account, right? Because if you can't trade, let's just say a general number, right? Let's say $100 account. If you can't take that $100 account in a month and make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% of profits, then there's no reason for you to buy a Propfirm. Now, once you start trading with that $100 account, or once you start trading your demo account, and you start making real trades on a demo account, like we're talking about real entries that look good and they're profitable, you know, those 4 to 5 trades that you're gonna take, that 4 to 7, 4 to 8, 4 to 10 trades that you're gonna take in a month, you know, if you have 100,000, just think about it. Let's just put it in perspective. $100,000 account, each trade you're taking, you should be making anywhere between 500, right, at the minimum 500 to $2,000 per trade. So just think about it. Let's say you make max $2,000 per trade. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it in perspective, right? If you're making $2,000 per trade and you take 5 trades, that's a $10,000 payout. And nobody's going to sit here and tell me that they're not comfortable with a $10,000 payout, right? If you have this skill, you obviously go and you start leveraging your account, right? You get a $250,000 account. You get multiple 100K accounts, right? You get 400K accounts, and then you have $40,000 in a month for payouts. So I'm really big on using examples, and the biggest example, and I'm just gonna name drop because it is what it is. If you go to Don Vo's Instagram, he posted, or I think it was on a story, so I don't think you'll be able to see it. He's a very infamous trader here on YouTube. He has been trading every single day. He has taken trades almost every single day of this year, and on the 16th or on the 18th of this month, he posted on Instagram saying that he's in drawdown. So it's like, it doesn't matter how many trades you take. You could take 400 trades in 20 days and still be unprofitable, right? The whole idea as traders is taking high probability trades. If you're taking bullshit trades, you're not going to be profitable. And that's just the reality of it. You go look at any trader. You go and look at any real trader. Go follow real traders. Q Banks, Lambo Raul, Anthony's World, right? If you go look at how many trades they take in a month, they probably take 5 trades in a month. Probably. But you have to understand that those 5 trades that they're taking, not only are they trading with a $10, $20, $30 lot size, right? But they're also looking for other entries in that first entry. They're probably taking 2 to 3 entries on that one setup because they know it's high probability and it's going to pay them out, right? And that's the same thing that you see me doing here. Anytime I take a trade, that one trade that I see, I'm taking it and I'm using a $5, a $6 lot size. And if I have another entry, I'm taking it, right? I'm not gonna sit here and take, like, again, what Don Vo does and what a lot of other people, I'm just using Don Vo as an example, as that's the one that I've seen recently, right? They're going to be trading every single day, and they're gonna be streaming every single day, and they're gonna be taking every single setup, and at the end of the month they only made a 2% return. You're not gonna make anything with a 2% return on a $100 account, right? A 2% return on $1 million account, yeah, maybe you're making something. You're gonna be able to pay your bills with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you know you're taking high probability setups and you're only taking 10 trades a month, then yeah, obviously every setup you're taking that you know is high probability, you shouldn't be taking a 20-cent loss size or a 50-cent loss size. If your account can handle a $2, $3, $4, $5 loss size trade, then obviously, yeah, you're gonna take that trade with a higher lot size. It's what makes sense, right? So I hope that made sense, Albert. Let me know. All right, so let's get back to business. So GJ, we're still in peak high territory, right? GJ right now in the daily time frame, we're still trading within the higher high, higher low, and higher high, right? In the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price right now, we're still in this zone of consolidation. Same thing we've been talking about, right? Where price has been rejecting lows and highs the entire time. We had 3 weeks of drops, so this week I was not expecting price to continue to go down. I'm expecting price to start giving us higher highs and higher lows. Now, I was expecting price to come down to give me a retest of this engulfing candle. It missed it by literally a micro pip, if you guys could see, right? It looks like it tapped it, but I know it didn't, right? It missed it by a micro pip. So with that being said, right, that engulfing candle was not used. Right, we had 2 days of rise. Today being the third day, price gave us that 3rd day push. Right, price gave us ADR as soon as the market opened, and then throughout Asia and London session, all the way till NYC, we started that push back to the top side. So Right now, we still gotta wait. You know, GJ again in the 30-minute time frame, we're still trading lower low, lower high, lower low. So could price turn around anywhere in these areas and give us a lower high to continue into a lower low? Absolutely. So right now for GJ, we're just gonna take a step back. Again, this is gonna be a pair where I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but I'm not really gonna be interested in trading it that much as of right now. Let me take a sip of water real quick. GU, we are in V1, right? V1 for zone of consolidation. Looking for that second push to the top side. We got the break of structure of the zone of consolidation, right? Price made a higher high, and we're looking for this higher low to be set. Right now in the 4-hour time frames and the lower time frames, price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. Right, in the 30-minute time frame, price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs as well. And then price finally yesterday, during the end of yesterday's session going into the Asia session, price went from lower low, lower low to change of character, higher high. So now, remember what we were talking about. What are we looking for? Not only do we want to see a break of structure after the change of character, but we also have a 30-minute flip zone. Right, so if we could get price to give us a valid break of structure, give me 1 second, let me see if this is I can't tell if 2 3 4 4 6 2 3 4 4 3. Okay, so this is a higher point. Okay, not only do we want to see a valid break of structure, but we wanted to see a valid break of structure of our flip zone. So that's what we're waiting for. All these candles are still testing. We had a day of rise. Today is the second day of rise. Could we expect a third day push tomorrow? Of course. But now the question is this, right? I would have loved to have seen price give us a break today and then the retest, right? And then a pullback for us to then continue into the third day. But the fact that price finished at the high of the day and price already gave us a third day push, I'm not expecting a crazy entry off of GU, right? So we could possibly find a continuation on GU. Right now, GU looks like the best pair to trade. So we're definitely going to keep a very close eye on GU. GU is going to be one of those pairs that I'm going to be trading for sure. Right, and in the 30-minute again, we're still looking for price to give us a valid break of structure. However, we know that we're now trading between higher high, higher low, and whatever higher high is set here. So we'll move this to here for now. And then tomorrow morning, we'll continue to monitor GU. But GU looks like the best pair to be trading for tomorrow, as of right now. US30. Right, US30 daily time frame, we're still making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right, we're still in a uptrend and peak high territory when it comes to US30. On the 4-hour time frame, we know we were stuck in this little zone of consolidation. Price finally broke above our zone of consolidation. Haven't given us a clean retest. Price just kind of, well, it did. I'm lying. Here with this red candle, right, to start off the week. Price gave us the break, the retest, and then price continued that push to the top side, right? And then on the 30-minute time frame, price was making higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, and then price gave us a change of character, higher high back to the top side. Right? We know that we're trading between this 30-minute low down here and the 30-minute high up here. 3 days of rise. We already know what's next. Right? And then the 4-hour high, we're still don't have a set high just yet, but we'll mark it as this for now. You said, yes, you probably made sense. I was thinking of using a Propfirm. I know trading with 100 was an example, but I guess buying a 15K account with a Propfirm would help as a beginner. No, I'm gonna be honest. There's no, in my opinion, again, everybody's different, but like, realistically speaking, and again, everybody's opinion is different. And I'll give you an example, and then I'll give you how I started. Like, I never traded live accounts. I never traded Propfirm accounts up until I was profitable on demo accounts. Right? Everything that I was learning, everything that I know now, I was learning on a demo account. Because again, for me at least, right? Everybody's financial situation is different. I couldn't afford to lose $100 every month. I couldn't afford to lose $100 every other week, right? Whether that was me depositing into a live account or whether that was me buying a Propfirm account and needing to buy it again in a week because I failed phase 1 or I failed phase 2, right? So if you have the money to spend, Albert, and this is not only for you, this is in general for everybody that's going to watch this or that is watching this. If you have the money to spend on a Propfirm account, like you literally don't need the money and it's like, fuck it, I'm going to buy it because I could afford it, then okay, whatever. The process is going to be the same for you because you could afford it. However, if you can't afford a Propfirm account or you can't afford to lose the money that you're going to be using to invest, there is no point in spending that money, because the same thing you're going to be learning on a Propfirm account is the same thing you're going to be learning on a demo account, right? If the way I learned was literally I was trading demo and I had a mission, right? The first thing I was doing was, if I cannot be profitable for 6 months straight on a demo account, I can't buy a Propfirm and I can't open a live account. I opened my first live account after I was profitable on a demo account for 6 months straight consecutively, and then I went and I opened a live account. Because again, if you don't have the skill to be profitable and consistently profitable, right? I don't mean just taking one trade and then being profitable in one trade and then the next 10 trades you take you're losing. No, I'm talking about the 10 trades that you take. If you're not in profit with 10 trades for 6 months, there's no point in spending that money. Because again, if you can't pass phase 1, you're done. If you pass phase 1 because you got lucky, can you do it again in phase 2? Right, cool. Let's say you pass phase 1 and phase 2. Can you do it again on a live account when you get the live account? Right, when you get funded, could you do it again on a live account and continue to do it over and over again? Right, or are you going to fail phase 1 and buy another account? Are you going to pass phase 1 but fail phase 2 and buy another account? Are you going to pass 1 and 2 but then fail when you get your live funded account? Right? If you don't think you have that skill set to be able to do that, I wouldn't recommend buying a Propfirm. If you can't do that, I would not recommend buying or opening a live account. I would recommend start a $15,000, $20,000 demo account, and when you trade demo, use the same parameters, right? If you get 10% drawdown, restart the account, right? And instead of spending $100 on a Propfirm account and giving it to a company that's already making millions, right? Save that $100 and put it on a live account, right? And then open up a demo account again and do the same thing. If you pass the first time, do it again. If you fail the second time, all right, cool. The $100 that you're gonna spend on a Propfirm account, put it in a live account with a broker. So then that way you're investing in yourself. So then 6-7 months from now, you will have $500, let's say $1,000, right? You will have $500 to $1,000 saved on a broker live account. So then you could start actually taking trades with a $500 account, $1,000 account. Because again, remember, a $10,000 Propfirm account is like if you were trading $1,000, right? A $5,000 Propfirm account, which is the cheapest account. A $5,000 Propfirm account is like if you were trading $500. So if you could invest $500 on a live account on your own broker, you're already good, you're golden. Because again, if you could be profitable on a demo account consecutively for 6 months, I promise you that $500 you'll flip it in 2 trades. And you'll turn that 500 into 1,000. And then you'll flip that 1,000 and make that shit into 5,000. It's going to be that easy. But you have to know the rules to the game. You have to know how to trade. There is no middle ground. There's no easy way out of it. Right? Just because you have a $100,000 account doesn't mean you're gonna make $10,000 profit. It just doesn't work that way. Because as fast as you think you're gonna make that money, you're gonna blow the account in less than 3 trades, and that's guaranteed. Remember, a lot of these prop firms don't 8-book traders. A lot of these prop firms are profitable because there's a lot of traders who blow accounts and continue to buy it. There's a lot of traders who go into debt buying prop firm accounts. So think wisely. Choose wisely on what you want to do. USDCAD guys, V2, we're looking for that third and final push to the top side. Right now we are already at the higher high. We're looking for a higher low. Price in the 4-hour time frame is in this zone of consolidation where price has been rejecting highs and rejecting lows the entire time. And 30-minute time frame, we're still trading within that zone, right? We're pretty much there's nothing more or less to this. The price is just moving sideways, guys. We're trading between this low and this high. Right, and the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price has just been rejecting highs and lows, no breaks. So we're still trading between the same 4-hour high and 4-hour low. We had 2 days of rise. On the third day, price gave us a day of drop, and then today price ended up giving us a slight day of rise. Right, so right now USDCAD, there's really no trades. Gonna wait for price to either break above our zone of consolidation to continue, very similar to the other pairs, or we'll be looking for price to give us a pullback. Once we make a higher low, I'll start taking trades going back up from the higher low to make into a higher high. Check Discord after this. I got you. Give me like 5 minutes. We're almost done, guys. A lot of these pairs are the same thing, right? USDs are very similar to USDCAD. We're still downtrending. We still have that gap at the bottom of the market. Price is still making lower lows and lower highs. USDs are, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. We're in an overall market makers pattern uptrend. As you can see here in the daily time frame. But again, we're right back at the top of the zone of consolidation where price has been rejecting highs, going low, rejecting highs, going low, rejecting lows, going high, rejecting highs, and going back down to the bottom. And we can see that at this point we have that gap at the bottom of the market. We have 3 months of rise, so I'm not expecting price to continue to push to the top side for this month, right? And in the 4-hour, we're still making higher high and higher low, but right now we are back at the 4-hour lows. So right now for USDZAR, just gotta be patient. Same thing with USDCAD. Okay, then the demo account makes sense, and I don't have the funds like that. I thought Propfirms are just a one-off payment. No, I mean, you know, if the again Propfirms, just so you could have a background, like what is a Propfirm and what the reality of a Propfirm. Like Propfirms, realistically speaking, were meant for traders who know how to trade but don't have the capital, right, to be able to trade. It wasn't meant like Propfirms, what they are now, obviously because it's a business, right? It sounds cool that, oh yeah, this is only for traders who know how to trade, but realistically speaking, if 99% of traders fail, that means that only 1% of people are going to buy accounts. A Propfirm cannot function, right? A Propfirm is not going to be making enough profits if only a 1 percentile of people are buying accounts. So instead of saying, oh yeah, this is meant for traders who know how to trade, they cater it to everybody. And they say, yeah, this is open for everybody. You just have to pass the rules. But again, as a beginner trader, there's no point in buying a Propfirm account if you don't know how to. I'm just going to say it like that. If you don't know how to trade. I'm not saying you don't know how to trade. I'm just saying in general, right? If you cannot be profitable, there's no point in you buying a Propfirm account. There's no point. Right? I'm going to be the only trader on this platform on social media telling you not to buy a Propfirm account. Why? Because I don't have an affiliate link to give you guys. Even if I did, I would. You guys see that I had an affiliate link before, and I still do. I just don't promote it because again, my streams are technically our stream. This is not for the people who know how to trade. People who know how to trade are not going to be watching these streams. It's a very low chance, right? The 100 people that we have in our Discord, 3 people really know how to trade. That's it. 3 people really know how to trade out of the hundreds of people that we have in our Discord. Just put that in perspective. I'm not going to be sharing an affiliate link, right, just so I could make more money off of you guys. That's not what we're here for. I'm here to tell you guys the truth. And again, the truth is, if you do not know how to trade, do not buy a Propfirm account. Because again, that's just number one, right? Trading is all psychology. The more you fail, the worse it's going to be for you psychologically speaking. because then you're going to start self-doubting yourself. You're going to think you don't know how to do it. You're going to think that this is the hardest thing in the world, when in reality it has nothing to do with that, and everything to do with the fact that you still don't know how to trade. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Something that is crazy to me. We go to school as humans, we all go to school and we all learn that we have to go to school and learn and study the material before we take a test. But for some fucking reason, every single time we step out of that school building, everything that we do outside of school, we want it to be instant. I never understood that. You never walked into math class on the first day and then on the second day you're ready to take a test. That just doesn't work that way. It doesn't make sense. So the fact that as humans, and now I'm speaking in general with here in trading, it's crazy to me how people think that they're going to start trading yesterday and fucking 2 weeks ago they were supposed to be a millionaire. It doesn't work that way. If you started trading today, you're not going to be a millionaire tomorrow. Just because you learned what a higher high and higher low looks like on paper does not mean that I could give you a Propfirm account and you're going to be able to pass phase 1 and phase 2. It just doesn't work that way. But for some reason, when we're outside of our school buildings, our fucking brains turn into mush, and everything that we learn goes down the drain. It goes down the toilet like it's a piece of shit. Like, I don't get it. That's something that I'll never understand. So again, I never recommend no beginner trader to go buy a Propfirm account because it doesn't make any sense, right? The same way I wouldn't teach you what 2 plus 2 is today. I'm not going to teach you what 2 plus 2 is today and then expect you to take a test tomorrow, right? I'm not expecting you to learn what the fucking y equals mx plus b is. I'm not going to teach you that today and tomorrow you take a test. No, I'm going to give you a month to learn what y equals mx plus b is, and then after a month I'm gonna go take you're gonna go do the test. But you had a month of studying. It's the same thing with trading, right? The only difference is that trading has hundreds of things that you have to learn before you really know how to trade. So again, go look at other traders. I already name dropped them. Go look at his Instagram stories. Go look at his recent streams. You guys will see that he has taken over 20 trades in the last 21 days. And he's still negative for the month. He's still in drawdown. Why is that? Because he's a good trader? Because he knows what he's doing? Mind you, he lost $250,000 of other people's money and he's still fucking streaming. No shade. But that shit is crazy to me. That it's mind-blowing to me. But people still eat that up because again, as humans, when we're outside of school and we're in real life, for some reason our brains turn into mush and we no longer could be problem solving. We don't have problem solving skills. Everything that we learned from school, everything that we learned in that building, when we step out of the building, it turns into mush. I don't understand it, but it's the reality. So, I said I didn't want to rant, but I have to because sometimes it's just like, what are we even talking about sometimes? So gold, we're still making higher highs and higher highs and higher lows. 4-hour time frame at one point, right? We do have this that we were in a downtrend because it looked like price wanted to start going down, right? But price gave us a zone of consolidation, which is perfect, right? In a zone of consolidation, what are we looking for? We're looking for price either break the lows or break the highs, and right now, what is price doing is breaking the highs, right? We're still waiting. We still don't have a valid break of structure just yet. If this 4-hour candle in the next hour and 20 minutes closes above this green candle, then we'll have that valid break above the highs to then continue from the higher high going into the higher low. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. So right now we still gotta wait for that break of structure. Right now for gold, we're looking good, right? Price is still pushing to the top side. We have 3 weeks of rise. You know, again, this week I'm not expecting price, or I wasn't expecting price, I should say, to continue this push to the top side. But right now, price is giving us that higher high and higher low. I also want to put this in perspective where we had high, right? These 4-hour lower lows and lower highs are very close, right? But I wanted to keep that in the 4 hours, so we have to, so we kind of have a range as to where price wants to go, right? We had this break, and this break gave us this, and this is all part of the same trend. So this is not a 4-hour high, right? We know that. Let's mark it this way, right? This is here, right? Gave us a change of character, and then this is here, and then we're looking for the break of structure, right? So let's keep this as 4-hour BOS and put this back to white, right? And we know that we're trading between this 4-hour low and whatever 4-hour high is set. We still don't have one, so we're going to keep it like this, right? So now our charts look a little bit cleaner, a little bit better, right? And this should only be shown in the 4-hour time frame. Right, and in the 30-minute, we have higher high, higher low. Right, again, since this is gold and this is a pretty fast-moving pair, I am going to say that this is a 30-minute higher high, higher low, higher high. Right, and we know that we're trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high up here. We have 2 days of rise. Could we expect a third day? Yes, and we already see that price is pushing. So gold is going to be interesting for tomorrow. Check AU. There was a 30-minute engulfing we didn't mark. Let's go back to that real quick. AU 30-minute engulfing. Where at, man? Oh, this one up here. Yeah. So let's talk about it. Why I didn't mark that one. Right. Once again, where are we in the daily time frame? Right. So think about it. Once again, in the daily time frame, why wouldn't I mark that engulfing candle? Right now we're in a lower low. I see, got it? Yeah. So the fact that we're in a lower low, again, same reason why you wouldn't see me taking a double top and a lower low. Right? What is the probability of that, of price respecting that engulfing candle? Right? And if you notice it, price in the 30-minute time frame is giving you an engulfing candle here, right? And in the daily time frame, price gave you an engulfing candle here, right? So you start going into the 30-minute time frame, right? These are the two zones that we have marked up. This is where the market makers are trapping traders. And if you notice it, that's exactly what's going on, right? You have the traders who are still trading, right? So think about it. 30-minute market structure, you have lower low and lower high. Right, in this area, you have the traders who are shorting because price is still following lower lows and lower highs. Right, so you have the traders who are shorting here at the top. Right, you have the engulfing candle, blah 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 blah. Right, and then you have the traders who also have this engulfing candle, who are in buys here. And in this area, right, let's look at how many times you got trapped. Right, so the first traders who got trapped are the traders who are buying, who are in longs, right? Right now you look good. Right now it looks like you have a double bottom. It looks like you have a break. It looks like you have a retest, right? So imagine how many traders do you think are in buys here, right? And how many traders do you think are in sells here because price just gave you the engulfing retest? It gave you this lower high. You can see that price has been rejecting highs multiple times, right? This is what I'm talking about when it comes to high probability trades, right? And understanding the reasons why these are not really high probability trades, and this is why I don't have this engulfing candle marked up, right? It's because we're in a zone where right now the market makers are giving everybody what they want to see. They're giving everybody a confirmation, right? They're giving confirmations for buyers and they're giving confirmations for sellers. And again, it's very simple. Let's go look at the Forex sentiment on my FX book. You have 25% of people shorting and you have 75% of people longing. Think about that. In a position where AU is still downtrending, but understanding the fact that right now in the daily time frame we're in a lower low. After a lower low, what do we want to see? We want to see a lower high being set. We want to see price push up. So we know that right now, and again, I drew this out yesterday, but this is the best way to explain it. Right, daily time frame, price is making lower lows and lower highs. Right now in the daily time frame, this is where we're at. So in the 30-minute time frame, what do we want to see? In the 30-minute time frame, we want to see higher highs and higher lows. Right? For what? And again, this is 30 minutes, so let's change this to red the same way we did yesterday. Right? In the 30-minute, this is how market structure is going to look. But in the daily time frame, it's just going to look like this. Right? So in the 30-minute time frame, we'll see price giving us higher highs and higher lows. In the daily time frame, that's just a pullback for price to give you a lower high. And then in the lower high, we'll take that lower low. Right, so AU, that's the reason why I don't have that marked. It is not a high probability engulfing candle. There's really no point in trading that just yet. Now, could you have it marked up? Yeah, you can. Right, you could have it marked up. There's nothing wrong with having it marked up. But personally, since I'm not really going to be looking at AU just yet, again, I'm not really going to be I'm not going to be trading it. And you can see I drew this out yesterday. Right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the reason why I don't have it marked. And then the last two pairs for the day, guys, Bitcoin and US oil. Bitcoin, we're in push number 3. We're in level 3. We're looking for price to continue that push to the top side. But we just got to wait it out. In the 4-hour time frame, daily time frame, we're just in this little zone of consolidation where we can see that price has been rejecting highs, rejecting lows, going back to the middle, rejecting lows, going highs. And we can see that price has given us exhaustion candles already at the top side too. So before I start taking trades on Bitcoin, I want to see that break of structure to the top side. Now, for sells, for shorts, what do we want to see? We want to see that change of character, lower low, break of structure, lower low, lower high, the retest to then continue. And right now we don't have that. Right now we have a day of rise, price is still pushing to the top side. We just got to be patient. Right, and then I got the hiccups now. US oil, we are in A1, we're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the bottom side. And again, look how many times prices rejected highs and lows this entire time. Right, we rejected lows, we went back to the top side, we had a month of rise on the 4-hour, we had 3 weeks of rise. After 3 weeks, we're expecting the market to move sideways or go down, and it moved sideways. Right, and then the start of this week, price ended up giving us a change of character. Right, higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, and then it gave us a break of structure, lower low. Right, this is a pair 2 right now where we had an engulfing candle in the 1-hour. Price never came up to retest it, but that's okay. Right now we know that, oh no, wrong, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, so we're trading between this lower high, this lower low. Right, and I would have loved to have seen price giving us a break of structure of the 800 EMA. Right, we had 3 days of drop, gave us 4 days. So I'm not expecting price to continue to push to the downside. I am expecting price to give me a steeper pullback back to the top side. And then we'll start looking for a trade. But oil's looking good, right? But in order for me to start taking trades on oil, I need to see that 4-hour flip as well. I would love for the 4-hour time frame to give me lower lows and lower highs as well. So, and right now we're still trading higher high and higher low in the 4-hour. So again, think about it. In the 4-hour, we're trading higher high, higher low, higher high. So what are we expecting? We're expecting a higher low somewhere in this area, right? But in the 30-minute time frame, you're going to think that price is making, right, lower lows and lower highs. So you have a lot of traders who are selling in this area, thinking that price is just going to give them a retest to a lower low. And then you have all the buyers who are buying in this area because it's a retest of the higher high and higher low. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I always wait for every single time frame to tell me the same thing. if I'm downtrending in the daily and I'm downtrending in the 4 hour and I'm downtrending in the 30, I know I could take that. I could take that short 100 times. But if I'm uptrending in the 4 hour time frame and I'm downtrending in the 30-minute time frame, what does that mean? That means that right now this downtrend is just a pullback, right? This is the pullback of price making higher high going into the higher low. Y'all broke gold already? Yeah, we just broke down gold. Fluidity, welcome to the stream, my brother. I could go back to it if you're still here. Let me know. I could go back to it and kind of explain my thought process on gold. But there's really nothing for me just yet, to be honest with you. We could go back to it. You know, prices. I am looking for price to give me a valid break. That's the number one. I'm looking for that valid break to be given on the 4 hour time frame, which we're seeing that happen now. We have still an hour left for this candle. If this candle closes above the first green candle that broke above, which is this one, I'm looking for a candle closure above the wick, right? That'll be a valid break. Once we get that break, I'm looking for a pullback. So, you know, this is going to be a pair where right now I'm just kind of taking a step back from it. I haven't traded gold in the last couple weeks. Last trade I took on gold was December. So just kind of taking a step back, waiting to see what price wants to do. But as of right now, again, yeah, I am looking for that break to happen in the 4 hour and then potentially look for a pullback to then continue the push to the top side. But right now I don't really have nothing too, I guess you could say nothing too easy on gold just yet. You know, and especially I don't trade London Asia session. I only trade NYC. But you know, this is the time that we update our charts and get it ready for tomorrow. So as of right now, I don't really have anything on gold. We'll have to wait for tomorrow morning to see how price develops, but it could be a pretty good trade for tomorrow. We just got to be a little patient. I am still waiting for that 4 hour candle closure. So as of right now, I don't have anything to really say on gold, right? Like you know, my assumptions, I could tell you like kind of what I'm thinking about. So like if price this, again, if this 4 hour candle doesn't close above this green candle's wick, right? Let's say we get an exhaustion candle or it's just a wick and the candle closure below, then for the NYC session, you know, for the rest of the night, I'm pretty much going to be looking for price to give us a pullback back down, right? Pretty much to just complete this internal higher high, higher low, right? And then give us a retest to continue, right? If price gives us the break of structure of that high in the 4 hour time frame, right? So if we do get this candle closure, then I'll be looking for something simple just to give us a retest to then continue that push to the top side. That's pretty much the two options that I'm looking for here on gold. I'm here. Okay, perfect. Great session, man. Have a good night. Thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night, my brother. I'll see you tomorrow morning, hopefully. Hopefully we wake up tomorrow and there's still enough pips for us to take. But yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow morning regardless. I'll wake up and I'll turn the stream on. We'll go over the charts like we usually do. And then we'll see if we have anything that we could take. But I appreciate you, Muhammad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm pretty much looking for on gold. Fluidity. Any other questions from anybody else? Albert, any other questions, my brother? Kendall, any questions? Let me know. You told me to check Discord after this. We'll be home soon. We'll join. Alright, Mr. Magic Mike. I don't think Mike joined us today. And it's cold as hell over here, man. I got you, Kendall. I'm in your court already if you want to join up. Yeah, guys, any other questions, let me know. We'll give you guys another minute here to ask anything. Any other pairs you guys want me to go over in specific, let me know. If not, that's pretty much it for today. We'll be back tomorrow again. The one pair that I'm keeping a very close eye on, I already forgot what it was because I didn't write it down. Shit, GU. Right, GU pretty similar to gold. If we get that valid break of structure of this flip zone, then we'll be golden. That's the trade that we'll be looking to take on GU. Any other questions, guys? Any other pairs? Let me know. If not, we'll be done. I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. At 7:56, we'll be out of here. Any questions? Any pairs? You know, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. Again, everything we do in this group is everything is completely free. We do the daily live sessions, the isolation session, which is this one, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. The live trading sessions Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. The weekly market breakdown on Sunday. Whatever time we start, that one doesn't really have a specific time. And then we have the free one-on-one sessions. So if you guys want to request one-on-one sessions, you guys could go ahead and do that in our Discord. You guys could join our Discord. The link is in the description. Any questions at all, you could always message me on Discord, message me on X, message me on Instagram, whatever you guys feel the most comfortable in. That's pretty much it, guys. No question, it seems like. Alright, have a good rest of your night. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.